Uh-oh.
And there we go. Okay.
There we go.
Hi, welcome to SBR Sports Picks. I'm Peter Loshak. He is Mike Brenner. We are the Odds Couple. This is our daily live show. We do at 10:30 Eastern Time where we give our official MLB picks. Mike Brenner. I'm still having an okay year in baseball, but I gave the team total over with Minnesota again yesterday, and that was a loss. And
I picked up on the Detroit Tigers' hot bats. They didn't even score one run, let alone 13 to set a record. But you know what, Pete?
Oh yeah, I was all over Seattle yesterday with Paxton. Yeah.
Paxton was huge. He was huge. But I did go 1-2, I believe, and then my Instagram pick, I think that fell through. Had a 2-1 night in NBA and had a really strong play with Edmonton in hockey. They were an underdog and they won 5-3. So
yes, nice calls on the NBA last night, Mike Brenner. We have some interesting stuff in the NBA tonight. Let's get to our MLB picks. There's a few that I'm liking. A bunch of big favorites, and I'm looking at this and I'm thinking that like. Was I?
One way.
Go Predators.
Yeah. Chris Sale has been absolutely lights out and not a huge, it opened at about minus 170, 175 or so and really hasn't moved. It's still about, the pinnacle at 168. I'm thinking that line is just too low. I don't know. What do you think, Mike?
Well, Pete, yesterday I think you broke it down pretty well in the video we did with Jumpin' Joe Gavassi, because this was expected to be about a minus 250, 280, even up to the 300 lines had this been the Boston offense of years past. The Sale has pitched lights out, but what's happening, I think the books have caught up with the fact that Boston doesn't scare anybody offensively, and that's why the line is what it is. But still, at home, Pete, somebody's got to jump on this. I'm going to be pulling the trigger on the first half run line.
All right, the first half run line will be Boston minus 120.
I love it.
All right, and I'm just going to take Boston on the -1 line, which will be a very low line. I'm going to take on the money line part of it minus 168, and on the run line part of it plus 127.
That out sweet.
Yeah, nice, because there should be about, I don't know, like maybe no, like 110 or 112 or 115.
Yeah,
yeah. So you're gonna take Boston first half run line. Okay, minus 120. All right, yeah. Chris Sale, and then Noah Syndergaard has also been absolutely lights out. But the Mets have only won 2 of his 4 starts and lost their last 2. And a huge line here. R.A. Dickey on the other side. And Dickey, is the Dickey of old. He's just a knuckleballer, never going to get, throw shutout goose eggs in a row. But
do you think he might want to have some revenge in there? He used to pitch for
them. Of course he wants to. I mean, he's gonna. His knuckleball is it keeps them in games usually.
It might confuse that Mets lineup because they're not knocking the leather off of the baseball. That's for damn sure, Pistol Pete. But I'm going to have to stay away. I just don't know how to get a feel for those Mets either way.
And the Mets have lost 9 out of their last 10. Syndergaard's lost his last 2 starts, and they're a minus
real in New York.
They're a minus 200 favorite there. So and then we have Detroit and Seattle, Iwakuma and Verlander, and I think Verlander's going to have somewhat of a bounce back spot here. Iwakuma is pretty shaky in my book.
Last year, blast from the past, Pistol.
Well, what?
Remember last year when Iwakuma, that was the big saying last year. Justin looked up, Redman goes, Iwakuma, what's he doing? Here we go again.
Yeah.
He's getting smashed.
I'm in general not very high on Detroit as a team, but I'm thinking maybe a shot with the under, maybe a shot with the Seattle team total under, maybe a shot with Detroit first 5. What do you think, Mike Brenner?
I think first 5 might be sharp. And anybody who's thinking, Detroit, they lost that momentum. Bullshit. They went up against a picture that is real. Talking about dialed in. James Paxton yesterday was dialed in. So I think Detroit bounces back today, Pistol Pete. I'm going to be doing this 2 ways. First half run line with Detroit and Verlander.
Okay, that'll be minus 1 plus 100. Plus
yes,
100.
I think that's a sharp number. And then I'm going to go in the full game money line because I can see this thing at 3-2.
For Detroit, we can give you let's see. I guess minus 137.
Okay, I like it, Pete. 2 ways I'm hitting it. Verlander on the mound, toe in the rubber, first half run line, baby, and the full game money line. Iwakuma.
All right. Now I'm gonna give a pick that's just a little bit of a no-brainer. If it loses, I lose. But I made my decision on it. Jared Weaver, of course, has been surprisingly effective this year.
Bit.
Now he's going to go into Arizona with that lineup. They crush righties. I'm going to take it's a high team total over. Obviously, we've seen how the series has gone so far. Very high scoring. I'm going to take Arizona team total over 5.5. It's a high team total.
Pull that
trigger. Super obvious. if once again, teams going up against Weber do, are less explosive than you expect, I'll eat the loss, just 1 unit, over 5.5 -106. I'll take it with Arizona.
Yeah. Like the breakdown. Oh, by the way, shout out to Jose21. We met him in Miami.
Yes.
He's coming down with the Miami connection.
Very nice.
So Jose21, Ray, Sean, Pops, get your asses down here, guys.
And actually, I also will go in it 2 ways. I'm going to take Arizona -1 on this one. Taiwan Walker is starting. Taiwan Walker, obviously a good arm. And San Diego, not a total slouch of a team. We saw what they did yesterday, but I just think that Arizona has a big edge here in all areas, and I'll take a -1. -167 on the money line, and the run line part for Arizona will be +116. So that's Arizona -1.
Who's towing the rubber for Arizona?
Taiwan Walker, who can get hit, but also has some nice upside. So
had a good read
from
him last year.
Yeah, sure. And then Julio Urias starting again for the Dodgers. He had a good stats in the minors. What to expect from here, not exactly sure. And Matt Moore starting for San Francisco. He's had 4 starts, 2 of them against Arizona, 2 of them against Colorado. So I think we can give him a little bit of a pass for his subpar numbers as of now.
Sure.
As we know, the Dodgers struggle against lefties. I'm thinking about the under here, and I think that the Giants, as a home dog, is a little bit giving Urias a little bit too much credit. But I'm leaning under. You have anything to say about that one?
Pete, I want so bad to pull the trigger on Urias because last year he confused people early. They didn't know what to think until they figured him out a little bit. There's a big part of me that says he's going to come through. What would be the first half money line? Yeah, he did.
First half money line on the Dodgers would be -135.
No way. Okay.
Yeah.
Off. Thank you.
Here we go. Chris Cannabis saying, "Fade my Padres." Yep, I'm doing that. I'm fading the Padres just in this one game, and it's really more of a fade of Jared Weaver. Although I've done this before, and these guys who look like they're going to get crushed in hitters' parks against good offenses. Then it's like 7 innings, 3 runs. You're like, where did that come from? But I'm gonna go.
I respect a guy like that says, "Hey, fade my Padres." That means that guy's able to separate his heart from and that's called discipline. So what was his name again?
Chris Cannabis.
Boom. Shout out, buddy. Thank you, Chris. I love the last name.
What do you got?
Chris Cannabis. Nationals in the first Don't bogart that joint. Pass it over to me.
All right. Yeah. All right. Okay. And
Nationals in the first 5.
The Nats in the first 5. No, actually, I'm thinking about. I'm leaning. I've had a good read on this. I'm leaning Colorado in that game. Senzatella is the starter, and he's had 4 good starts, including 2 good starts at Colorado. Now Gonzalez is obviously a guy who has been pitching well, and I think he's going to have a good year. But a lot of times pitchers, when they're in the midst of good years and then they go into Coors, it just kind of messes. Coors kind of like switches things up. When you have a guy like Alfredo Simon getting crushed, then he goes into Coors, somehow it makes him have a good start. And a guy like Gonzalez, who's just lights out in most parks, goes into Colorado. And so I'm leaning Colorado there. And So
a lot of runs being scored in the Coors Field. I'm not kidding. The last 2 days alone, Pete, if you added all those runs up, it's like, are you shitting me? It's like a football game.
Yeah. All right. I will take one other pick, which is borderline for me, but I will take a shot with. Oh God, I want to take the under 7.5 in Dodgers, San Francisco. Obviously, San Francisco game's been very low scoring, although they've been hitting a little bit better recently. And
the Dodgers struggling against left-handed pitching. Boom, that might be a good shot.
You're going to need Urias to come in there and not get lit up. But I will take it under 7.5 minus 125 will be that one. San Francisco on the under. Yeah. And
I'm staying pretty disciplined today, Pete. I'm going with these 3 plays, and I'm going to do something else on the Instagram. But I like these avenues. I think that Verlander has to bounce back. I think Chris Sale will stay dialed in. What do you think about a Detroit team total against Iwakuma?
I don't like it. I like the under in that game in general. I mean, Iwakuma hasn't been like that season. I think I'm down on him going forward. I'm going to be fading him in this spot. It's the under is 4. The total is 4. I wouldn't take that one.
Okay. I'm just thinking because the Bats were scoring some serious runs. Okay, yes, they ran into a damn machine in James Paxton. Can they bounce back at home in a daytime game? Pulling the trigger. Give me Detroit team total 4. Pete over
on what?
Detroit team.
All right, I don't really
4.
like this one. But okay, over 4 minus 129 is the current line at.
No, watch this one. I'm going to stay on it. I feel this, but I respect that.
Yeah.
And by the way, that teaser last night was smart ass.
Oh yeah, great call. I mean,
God, I love this stuff, Pistol Pete.
Hey guys, what do you think about Graveman?
Ooh, this is the man. He has the read on Graveman.
Yeah, I guess that's another pick that I will give. Graveman, obviously, Graveman very good. Graveman, I don't know. Graveman's a guy who I was keyed into as likely to have a good year, but the injury is concerning. And, Nolasco is also a guy who I think is going to be better going forward than he has been. He has his strikeout to walk ratio is good. He's given up a bunch of home runs, but I think he's going to be able to reduce that. Yeah, so I'm vaguely high on Nolasco going forward. I want to take the Angels at a low line, but I don't really want to fade Graveman. But then again, the injury makes. So, you know what? I'm going to stay off that one. Although I'm definitely leaning the Angels.
I think second half Angels is a good call because I think they're going to be watching Graveman. They're going to probably limit his pitch count and second half because it is what it is there.
Pitching swap looks like.
Oh man! Here's a comment from Julio Rosario. You guys are great, funny as fuck. Julio, you don't know how good that feels because we got it's not an easy life here in 2017. You know what I'm saying?
It's been rough, but every day we bring it. We believe in what we do. We're transparent. And we're gonna have fun.
Those comments are push my internal mood up a little bit.
Hey, we got a great question on Facebook from Randy Miller.
Regarding
payouts. Question: what is the best method you guys use to receive your payouts from the sports books? Love your show. Watch it daily. Randy.
The best way, definitely, in 2017 is Bitcoin. No question.
Bitcoin, no doubt. And thank you for those comments, that support. Because without you, Randy, we can't do it.
Instead of days.
Research it, and
Randy, I will post up on Facebook on this thread here. On Facebook, I will give you a couple links on how to manage Bitcoin and integrate it with Sportsbook.
You handled that one. Appreciate that, buddy. See, Sharp Tool, guys. Hashtag AskSPR. Thank you for taking advantage of that. It's a free tool because we laugh, we have fun. Yeah, we say we're funny as shit and all, but it's all about being disciplined, all right? Taking advantage of an opportunity of a way to sharpen your skill, all right? That's SPR. Make sure you do yourself a favor.
All right. Anything on the NHL?
What?
Anything on NHL? We had a couple people.
Oh my God, yes, tonight. And guess what? I will be. Stay tuned for the Instagram. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Let's talk about hockey real quick.
Sure. Go ahead.
Show me what's up.
I have not been. Who?
Syndergaard's out and Matt Harvey in.
Really?
Update right now. Thank you for the update, Juan.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah. A lot of stuff.
I mean, the line will still be high, but not as high.
Won't be as high as you and I were earlier talking about that cannabis.
That does make a difference. It depends on what the line is, but now I might be leaning towards Atlanta. We'll see what the line is. I'm going to guess. I don't know.
Pitching a nice game.
Sure. I mean, he's got Duran has control issues and command issues at times, but when he's on, he's lights out. So absolutely. All right. So
hockey lines. Give me some, Pete.
Hockey. I don't. Let's see.
Huh?
Yeah. No, I only have the baseball.
Here, but, I'll get it. What do we got here? Let's see. Because somebody was asking about hockey. We got to give them what they want. Pistol Pete. On a roll in hockey too, by the way.
Nice. Okay, go to NHL. Yep.
So we got a bunch of great material on Bitcoin.
Okay.
2 games.
Here you go. Yeah, we've already done these. Actually.
Rangers in Ottawa, Pittsburgh, and Washington.
Yep. And here's what I'm doing, and I'm not kidding you. I'm taking Ottawa. I like Ottawa at home to establish the pace. Edmonton was a big score for us last night. Guys, Ottawa, pull the trigger. Pull the trigger. Ottawa money line, you can get it. What, Pete? The best shot?
I'm seeing plus 100. Yeah,
yep.
Plus 100s there.
5 dimes. That's the way to go. And Pittsburgh versus Washington, I'm staying off game 1.
Okay. All right. So let's review our picks, Mike Brenner. I've given so far I've given Arizona -1, Arizona team total over. I've given Boston -1. I've given
starting out, I was going to have 2 picks. I love.
I've given, let's see, did I give the Dodgers San Francisco under? I did I? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. So that's the only one. I gave 4 picks, I guess. And my leans would be, I guess, a lukewarm lean towards the
lukewarm. There's a new category.
Lukewarm lean towards the Angels. Lukewarm lean towards the Angels. Lukewarm lean towards San Francisco as a home dog and Colorado as a home dog.
Last week with strong leans.
And I would.
Yeah,
go ahead. No, that's about it. Go ahead.
I didn't mean to cut
what are your picks? Go ahead.
Killing me. All right. Got Detroit first half run line plus 100. Full game money line -137. Pistol Pete shopping for me. Detroit team total over 4. And Pete said, Mike Brenner, I don't like that pick. Last time he said that, I lost my ass on that play.
0.25 lead.
And I got Boston first half run line -120. 4 baseball plays. And all seriousness, I got to bounce back. I got to sharpen my pencil, and I got to take advantage of this tool and really bust down these games, Pistol.
All right. So I've got 4 picks. All right. So I guess that's about. And the other one that's interesting is just Toronto and St. Louis. Latos against Martinez. Martinez, I definitely am high on going forward, and Latos I am not. But yeah, it's a high line. It's -180. You know, I do think that Martinez is going to have a good start here, but I just, at that high of a line, I just can't pull it. But that's definitely a strong lead. St. Louis -1.
Correct me if I'm wrong. One of your plays yesterday, Texas. I want to congratulate you. They had with
no. Yeah, no. I had the over on that game, and my pick was the Minnesota team total over.
Okay.
But yeah, I thought
well,
that.
You're over a couple.
Yeah. So you know. No, I had a loser on that one. So, okay.
See, I can't keep up with all your picks, so I struggle at night going, was Pistol Pete on that 5 ways or which one?
Sometimes I wish you guys could see the threads, the feeds that are rolling through, man. These guys are cracking me up today. You guys are hilarious today.
Oh, nice. Thank you so much. All right. Okay. All right. Thanks so much. All right. Yeah. All right.
Hey, NBA, tune into the NBA Odds Couple show. And tomorrow, don't whatsoever miss. We're going to be doing some NFL stuff. We're going
and tonight, yeah, we have the NFL draft. We will be covering it extensively. We've got a couple live programs going on tonight. We have a special rights on the campus.
Marshawn Lynch, something.
Marshawn, yeah, that's trending. Sportsbook live tonight at 9 o'clock Central, 11 Eastern. Teddy will be covering the draft extensively, and we're also going to be covering all sorts of stuff on the draft on Twitter and Instagram. So guys, stay tuned.
All right, good stuff. Pete, anything else you want to add before we head out of here and go jump in?
Nope, not really. Not really. Just yeah, interesting NBA stuff tonight. So we'll check out the NBA Odds Couple show coming up later on today.
Chris Cannabis, you are the viewer of the day, buddy. Well, all of you are. Thank you. All right, guys, bet responsible. Beat your bookie. Build that bank at SBR with the Odds Couple. Pistol Pete and I, we're coming to you, baby.